Hello. This is going to be a live. Very natural in terms of no makeup, probably awful hair. That's what we expect on this channel, and that won't change anytime soon moving forwards. Because I want this channel to always be a little bit ridiculous, a little bit, well, just natural, welcoming, comfortable, more like a fireside chat, if you will, than a professional this, that, and the other. But I am going to do interviews. I am going to moving forwards, resolutions. Let's talk about it. For those of you watching this on replay, I find that connecting up to my whoever that is on there, hello, welcome to the live stream. I'm just here because I like to make connections. I'm going to do lots of interviews in the new year, videos, more lives, more shorts. This morning I've been to my local butcher and I purchased £10 more fatty beef mince. And I didn't want to look like some kind of snob or anything like that, but I did ask them if it was grass-fed, just out of curiosity. And they said it was. So I got really excited because I thought, wow, this beef that I'm buying that I can just about afford to buy is actually grass-fed. We'll possibly try and make it into my own burgers and eat it and enjoy it. If you're on here, just understand that I was just saying that there won't be any... there's barely any makeup on. There's barely any... I've done nothing with my hair because you can't really do anything with hair that doesn't grow properly. So pop a chat in if you want to. I need to practice. I also need to find out if someone can help me. I'm going to ask a little bit later on how to get the questions on the screen, because if someone does ask me some kind of question about my journey, it will pop up at the bottom of the screen. Also, please let me know if you can hear me and see me. I tried to do a live 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. Big disaster. Didn't know whether my webcam was working. Didn't know whether my laptop was working. And then I pulled a cable out, then reconnected the cable, and then everything stopped. So I have 2 people on there now. Please let me know who you are and where you're from. I need to practice doing these lives. For the person just joined, my last one was a disaster. Hopefully you can hear me and see me. I'm talking about resolutions, really, and it's basically how I'm going to upgrade my journey, my channel. If you're new to my channel, I found Carnivore back in 2014, have messed about, and now I'm more than 5 months in my last ever restart. So my resolution is obviously not to restart Carnivore because I'm all in, never going back, but my resolution is going to be along the lines of how can I make sure I keep doing it, make sure I protect myself, upgrade. Sylvia, I've just noticed I was going off on one then. Hi Sylvia, welcome to the channel. Hopefully, yes, you can see and hear me clearly. Now, I don't know whether these chats go onto the screen or not, because I can't see what you're looking at. I'm hoping somebody might be able to come along who can tell me how to get that chat up on the screen so that everyone can see it. Because if somebody does ask me a question, I need to know how to do that. So this is all a bit of a learning curve for me today. I really hope I don't do something that's going to make it all go. My resolutions, it's interesting because I commented on Kerry from Homestead How channel this morning. It was very early this morning, but I made some crazy declarations and I now hope that I can keep them. But I basically said to him that I'm going to be doing Lion Diet for as long as I can, and I would like to go on his channel in 6 months' time with my success story. Quite possibly a very crazy thing to say, but he's just replied to me to say, hey Sarah, yeah, open house for you. I'll see you in 6 months with your story. Just now thinking, what have I done? He's remembered my first name, so he now is waiting. Well, he's not really waiting. He's not going to be sat there for the next 6 months waiting for my success story. But I've just quite possibly set myself up for something interesting to happen. But when I say interesting, I mean I've now backed myself into a Lion diet corner for the next 6 months, and to see how much weight I can lose on Lion. So I've got to get myself organized. I've been to the butcher this morning. The beef is grass-fed. Not that that's super important. I completely agree with Ken Berry. Eat whatever meat you can afford and what you want. Just the meat that I was buying just happened to turn out to be grass-fed. So I've got to get organized, because when I'm back to work, I'm a lot busier. I'm less likely to even want to go to the butcher. I'll have less time to do it. So I'm going to have to kick my backside a lot. I need to be going to the butcher every Saturday morning to stock up on as much beef as I can buy. I bought him a big bag of 10 pounds of fatty beef today. And I've booked in for them to make me some burgers. I know that's a little bit lazy, but it's my birthday next weekend. And so I thought I'd treat myself to them making me some grass-fed burgers in a burger shape as a birthday treat. This is as far as my birthday treat is going to go. Some people would be really think, wow, is that all you're doing for your birthday? Yes, actually it is. I'm having a day off work and I'm eating burgers made by my butcher, and that is the extent of the excitement. I may even come on here. I think I should do a birthday live next Sunday. Next Sunday, birthday live. I'm also got a live with I'm hoping she's remembered, but Christy. I'd like to say I'm hungover, but of course I don't drink. Christy from Meeting Wellness is interviewing me next Saturday. So that's the 4th. And then also on the 2nd, I've got a New Year special with Carl from Primal Lifestyle, George from the George Goodenough channel. He's now got a channel, I can now say that. And also Dawn from Resting Witch Face is coming onto that. So there's going to be some things coming up. So the 2nd, we've got a New Year live with the group of us. And then on the 4th, we've got my Meeting Wellness with Christy. And then the day after that, in the afternoon, I'm going to do it a bit later because it's my birthday and I can get away with a bit more. I might not do it until maybe 4 or 5 p.m. to get more people on, because then the people from the US will be awake too. And that's going to be my birthday live. I might get somebody else to cook that night. Good plan. Why should I cook for everyone else on my birthday? These plans are just forming in my head. Okay, so more lives. If anyone out of the 5 people on here knows how to put a comment so you can see it on the screen, I'd love to know. Apologies for those people that like a glamorous channel. You're never going to get that here, I don't think. Unless, of course, I manage to lose about 75 pounds and suddenly start wearing some really nice clothes. But until then, I'm going to continue with my natural, no makeup, just throw it out there look. And some people like that, and some people just look for more glamour. You can always go to Steak and Butter Gal if you want more glamour. But yeah, I've only got one chat at the one comment at the moment. Don't know how to put it on the screen. If anyone knows, would love to get some help for that. So resolutions, for those that just joined, I've been asked. I basically told Kerry this morning on Homestead How that I was going to go on his channel in 6 months' time with my success story. He's now replied to me and said, that's fine. So I need to up my game. So my resolutions are obviously spending more time on this channel. The more time I spend on YouTube, the better. That's my channel and other people's. Getting myself organized. If I get tired at work, still taking the time to go to the butcher and getting the really good beef that tastes amazing. Today I didn't eat until about midday, which was nice. It was really nice to be able to do that. I didn't get hungry until midday. But as you know, I work in a school and I can't just go and eat whenever I want. So it was really nice to be able to just wait until I was actually hungry, eat a big pile of fatty beef, and now wait and see how long that lasts. And it's really nice to be able to do that. And I wish I could do that every single day. I'm hoping that doing more Lion like this is going to make me fat adapt better. And then amazing things will snowball from that. Talking of snow, I wish we could have a little bit of snow. All we're getting is grey, and I think snow might be more interesting. So yeah, I did a video this morning walking around my local lake, talking about how the conversation was quite interesting because we do have arguments between some carnivores over strictness and not strictness. I respect everyone's journey. This will never be the carnivore police here. You know, but moving forwards, I need to absolutely make sure that I cannot be seen to be promoting cheating. So that's my goal. I don't think I ever have said go out and cheat or let's have a cheat day. But at the same time, my channel was called Imperfect Carnivore for a while. And I need to make sure that moving forwards into 2025, my channel it's always welcoming, always comfortable. People will always be welcomed. I'll always be focusing on doing those first 30 days and how can you do your first 30 days, that kind of thing. But my journey needs to be as strict as the super strict carnivores moving forwards. It is strict. I've not been out of ketosis once. No sweetener, no seed oils, no sugars, no refined carbs, no vegetables, no fruits, nuts and seeds, whole grains, nothing. I've not had anything. I've only had animal products with black tea going in and out, but that's now out. Haven't had black tea in ages. So it is going to be fatty beef, salt and water for as long as I can stand it. If it gets really bad, I may have pork belly one day just to throw things about, but I need to have more lion days than any other kind of day because that's how I seem to shift the weight. Oh, we've got lots of comments all suddenly turned up. Carnivore Transformer. Hi. Now, I've actually forgotten your name. I'm not doing StreamYard. I'm only just going live directly through YouTube. Maybe I need to actually do StreamYard and then stream it to my YouTube, and then I can do that. Okay. I didn't know that. Oh, sorry, Graham. I'm sorry. I watch so many channels, and do you know, though, what's really annoying is I keep getting recommended the same channels on YouTube, and I'm not being recommended. I am subscribed to so many carnivores, and I just keep getting, it's all to do with the algorithms and things like that, isn't it? But I wish they would send me some random videos of everyone I've subscribed to, because I feel like there's some channels that I haven't seen any content. And I think, oh, I must go and subscribe to them. And then I realize I'm going to have to stop sharing my YouTube channel with my family because they have so many subscriptions. It takes hours just to scroll through it all. But hi, Graham from Carnivore Transformer. I'm going to try and remember that that is your name. Dusty Road. That's the best thing about doing a channel and daily vlogs. You hold yourself to account. That's what I'm going to do as well. And I'm sure you will do great. Thank you so much. I'm not sure what your name is. I feel like I should do. And hi to Saved by Carnivore as well. I feel like I should know everyone's name. I do need to go through my subscriptions. I do need to go through those and check who I've got and who I haven't got, because I end up watching the same channels because they keep recommending them to me. And I really do need to take the time to go through my whole subscription list and start watching some so that the algorithm picks it up and I'm seeing everybody's. And then I might know everyone's name. I keep saying how I want everyone to know my name and become more well known. And I really need to put the same thing back and make sure I know everyone's name. But yes, okay, so I need to figure out how to go on to StreamYards and then go through YouTube. So that's something I might try and do tomorrow, maybe. I've normally got some time in the afternoon. We're not doing that much as a family. And while the rest of the family are hoovering up the remainder of the Christmas garbage, I can spend some time on here figuring out how to go put my StreamYard through YouTube as a live, and then I can click on comments and put them on the screen like Ken Berry does, make it look professional. So it's cool. Channel name is okay. Yeah. Thanks, Graham. Yes, so welcome to everyone that's here. We've only got 5 of you. I know it's still early. I know that most of my audience are still in America and half of them are still asleep. I really probably should have waited, but everyone's just gone out and it was just a good time to do it. So we may only get a few. I'm hoping that my friend Tanya pops in, because I know that she's not going out for at least an hour. So let's see if she can pop in too. If anyone wants to do any conversation starters, or I'll just carry on talking about what I was talking about in my video this morning. For those of you that might have seen, I mean, there's only 5 of you, so you may not have seen it. It's 4:30 p.m. now. Okay, it's 4:30 where you are. Where are you from? I thought everyone in America was asleep, but I know that America is very vast. England and the UK is a tiny, tiny place. We don't understand the rest of the world. I don't even know what it's even like to go to somewhere like Australia, and everything takes weeks to get from one side to the other. We can go anywhere we want in a couple of hours here. But this morning I was watching a Homestead How live that he'd done in the middle of the night. Oh, South Africa. So not everyone is asleep. I don't know whether I have anyone else from Africa, South Africa on here. So that's interesting. Pausing to say hello, getting ready for church, so I'm quietly listening. Thanks for all your videos, and I'm in it. Great. And it's 7:30 a.m. Okay. So some people are seeing it. That's nice. I'm just trying to figure out when the right time to do it is. I did say that I was going to do some Friday afternoon lives when I've given up my job on a Friday afternoon, but I don't know how that's going to work. I've already had some people saying that is a great time for them to tune in, and that might be a great opportunity for me to practice. And then I can start doing it at more popular times once I've got a few skills going on. I am just going directly through YouTube now. So thanks, Yvette, for your comment. Quietly listening. Kerry from Homestead How did a live this morning, and they was talking about the regular argument that we have between carnivores and who's the strictest, who's not the strictest, who's cheating, who's not cheating. I do understand all the sides of the story. I do fully respect everyone's opinions on that. I do think we do need some people in the space who just eat the meat all the time, decade after decade, because that is the best way to prove that this way of eating is so healthy. So we do need those people, as long as those people are not fighting against the people that take a day off sometimes. We don't need to be fighting. We don't want to be getting like too much like the vegans and fighting amongst ourselves about it. So your name's Dusty, is that right? From Scotland, I believe that's right. America is away. Chats happen normally 2 hours from now. Yes, yeah. I really do need to start this at about 4 or 5 p.m. On my birthday, I'm going to do that. I'm going to tell my family to go and cook their own dinner that day. And I'm going to hijack my son's bedroom and do a live at about 5 p.m. and I'll probably have 10 times the amount of people on, and that's going to be fun. So I've got a few days to figure out how to do the StreamYard via YouTube, so I can get the comments up and make this look like the same way that Ken Berry does. Probably need some shelves behind me with some books on, so I can, look all professional. So yes, back to what we were talking about. I'm so easily distracted. This is the trouble. I need to cover up that side of the screen so that I'm concentrating on what I was talking about. I know that Carnivore Kip has received an email. This is all documented on YouTube. None of this is secret. Carnivore Kip received an email and saying about how there's other YouTubers that are just a bit too perfect. And, that's going to happen. But it is true that we do need some channels that have made the commitment never to cheat again. And because I'm so determined to never take that step down, I might do. I just hope and pray that I don't. Moving into 2025, I just hope I am that person. For 10 years now, I've dreamt of being that person that does it and stays doing it and never stops. I'm hoping that I've had enough falls and trips and stumbles to get me through, and I'm now done. That is the plan. So yeah. So my goal now is to absolutely make sure that I don't promote any cheating, and make sure that my channel is appealing because I don't cheat. But at the same time, I was imperfect, and so I've always got the empathy and the sympathy for the ones that did. And someone's going to miss my birthday. Oh no, because of the time. No matter. I download videos and listen to them while I work. So I wish you a happy birthday. Thank you. I'm going to be 49, which means I've got a year and 1 week to my 50th birthday, and I want to look awesome for 50. I didn't manage to look awesome on all the other birthdays, decades. So I want to peak at 50. This is the goal. So that's the plan to do. So I've met Kerry. I went to the, I'm sure you already know this. I'm sure you're already people that watch me regularly. But I was at the Carnivore conference in London a couple of weeks ago. Got to rub shoulders with the likes of Dr. Kiltz and Kerry and his friend Adam, who do the Healing Humanity documentary filming. I also got to have a selfie with Alex Cannon from Carnivore for Life. I mustn't forget people. This is where I forget people. Carl from the Primal Lifestyle, Lauren from Farmer's Wife, Farmer's Life. Farmer's Wife, Farmer's Life, or the other way around. And also Coach Stephen was there, and the Welsh guy, Richard Smith. Is that right? Oh, wow. I am so bad at popping names out of my head. I need to do more lying so that I can have better recollection of names. But it was amazing. It really was fantastic. It was quite small because it was near Christmas and no one knew about it. So, but my goal for doing was so that these people knew more about me and knew that I'm here and I'm trying. So that when I am bigger, they can say that, oh yeah, they've known me for ages. They've met me in real life, that kind of thing. I'm just so fed up with the war on meat. You know, I cannot sit by and say nothing. So I want more people to make channels. I don't know if anyone else is going to join in with this. I realize it's still super early. Accountability. There's been lots and lots of times. Thank you, Graham, for bringing that up again, because that's actually something I need to talk about, because there have been, not looking for sympathy, but there's been lots going on in my life over the last 5 months that would have made it so easy to give in. And it's only the channel keeping me going, because I am logging in each day telling you guys about it. In December we lost all of our feathered friends in the garden, and not from a fox attack, but from a well, let's just go by when we got rid of them and buried them and things like that, they all had a new nickname, Hannibal. So we now have to start again with our homestead. We have a completely empty homestead. It looks very sad. And the whole thing was incredibly upsetting. And the old Sarah, who hadn't done 5 months carnivore, would have definitely binged her way through that. And there was loads and loads of times I felt incredibly low. And I felt low Boxing Day as well, after seeing the photo of myself with my family. And then on the evening of the 27th, I got an email through from Alia Wells to say, Dr. Kiltz would like you to come onto one of his 5 a.m. specials. If you go onto the Dr. Kiltz channel, and you'll see that he's got lined up loads of 5 a.m. specials. I was invited to do that, and I've turned it down because I don't think that they realized, because on my channel it says 10-year journey. I should probably take that out, because it encourages people to try and contact me and say, let's do an interview. I turned it down. I am not ready to sit next to Dr. Kiltz and talk about my journey. When I've done the 6 months properly, well, no, longer than that. When I've done 12 months, absolutely strict and with a decent amount of pounds off, then that's the time. So this is obviously a new thing that I don't know whether he's done it before, but it's a new thing he's doing. And I got invited and I had to turn it down, which was upsetting, but he is a really cool dude. There's no hugs. There's no amount of hugs that you can't get from Dr. Kiltz. He is, he just blew everyone away. He just blew everyone away in the room. One of my members, I can't remember who it was now, said that when you're around Dr. Kiltz, you feel like you're the only person in the room, and it is so true. And he is so much fun, and he was so cuddly and huggy and just loves being around people. It was incredible. Now's the perfect time to mention that your journey is encouraging. I've been struggling for many years. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. I'm glad, and I'm hoping that I always felt. Oh, you had to, and Graham also had to turn down with Sean Baker. Got to walk the journey to talk about it. Exactly. Now I know I'm talking about it here, but I'm only talking about it on a little titchy little channel. I understand though. I do believe we do have to have got all of some decent results. If all the weight had fallen off me in that 5 months, if I was one of these people that just lost loads of weight but just couldn't string 5 months together, and now I'd probably be on there going, yay, look at me. But no, it's going to take time for healing and to get the weight off. And so, but yes, struggling. I'm hoping that my channel will always be appealing to the people that just can't get going, because there are some carnivores, full credit to them. I wish I was that carnivore who found carnivore, started it, never stopped, just carried on. We know those people. They're amazing. They have massive, big, amazing channels. But that can sometimes be intimidating to people that have stumbled. My goal for my channel is that I am able to do 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months and on. But people always know that I struggled for 9.5 years before. And I'm hoping that gives people an inspiration to say, okay, I've messed about, but look at her. She's now been doing it 2 years. What did she do? And I'm hoping that's always going to be, I'm hoping that I do get lots of people that come in for that, because I do believe there are a lot of strugglers. I think making the commitment to be permanent carnivore is very hard. It was hard for me. I couldn't make the ultimate commitment. I couldn't. It took me 9.5 years to say, that's it. I'm now going to be carnivore forever. 9.5 years it took me to come to that place where I wanted to be like, well, not just wanted to be then, but was prepared to do the commitment and what was involved to get there. And I still might not get there, but it looks good. Everything I've been through over the last 5 months. And also, one other thing is that carnivore content ideas, that's my issue. I can only share my experience. Well, one thing that people really love, I have never done, but that's because I've never, the one thing that people love talking about is what I eat in a day. I've never done that. I'm hoping to reach a place in my journey where I can talk about what I eat in a day. Because at the moment, what I eat in a day varies so much from day to day. I haven't been able to settle into an exact routine. And when people want to know about what you eat in a day, it's normally for weight loss. It's a sad truth. It's a truth that does make me sad. But people don't want to know what you ate in a day for plantar fasciitis, gastritis, psoriasis, IBS symptoms, cancer, reversing pre-diabetes, and all the other things that you may, arthritis, whatever it is you've healed on carnivore. People don't want to know about what you ate in a day for all those things. They want to know what you ate in a day for the weight loss. So there's absolutely no point me doing that kind of video yet. I am praying and fingers crossed that in 3 or 4, maybe 5 months' time, I've now got a weight loss to talk about, and I can do my what I eat in a day. And I'm hoping that I've got into such a routine and such good weight loss that I can do that video. But until then, people ask me to do it, and I'm like, I just can't. I just can't do it. It's just not a video I can do. Talking about how to ride out binge-worthy, difficult emotions is really important and helpful. I don't know how I've done it, actually. I think it is just this channel, because if I didn't have this channel, I would have lost the plot months ago. I've written out so many things, and I have had to sit there just miserable. 2 days ago, I did that live because I was miserable. And I thought to myself, some people, emails are coming through now. Don't send me emails. eBay just sent me an email. That's not useful. That's not helpful. But yeah, I never, ever, ever, let me look you straight in the eye. I like to practice talking into the camera. I never thought I could ride out difficult emotions, binge-worthy emotions. I never. All my life, I've been a comfort eater from the earliest possible age. Probably since I was a toddler, I've been a comfort eater. How I'm just going with it now. And the more you do it, So the first time you do it, it's pretty hateful. It's horrible going through that first moment where you would have comfort eaten and didn't. I'm not going to say it's fun. It's the absolute polar opposite of fun, right? You feel absolutely miserable. But deep down in your head and heart, you know that that food wouldn't really help. But we've all had those moments where I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm in such a bad mood. I don't give a shit. I'm going to eat it anyway because at this moment, I don't care. And riding out one of those feelings is not fun. But the more you do it and the more you get used to it, I can't believe I've done it, and I believe it's this channel. So if you're one of those people that need to get through that, maybe have your own channel. So then you're accountable. A day app, you know. Actually, now that I'm on my laptop, I can show you things I use on my phone. You see, on here you've got I'm 161. These are the days that I've passed. So the numbers, add one onto each of them. Okay, I don't know whether this is going to work. But I've been carnivore 161 days. I've been seed oil free 125 days. I've been black tea free for 20 days and lion diet now on 12 days. I'm hoping that's come through okay for you guys. This is what keeps me accountable. There's absolutely no point in me getting on the scales because they very, very, very regularly just go, not today, honey. Off you pop. Carry on with your day. But the app counter that counts your days, that's the only thing I'm tracking. Because that every day you wake up and it's another day you didn't comfort eat, another day you just ate meat, another day you just rode out what is sometimes a tricky life, and you got through to the next day. It's a reliable thing. And when you get up to 161 days or wherever you get to, it gets exciting. You start showing people your app. Graham says, I did shorts taking pics or video for what I ate today. Yeah. Are you someone that loses weight? Possibly. I'm not going to assume that you're someone that loses weight just because you're a man, because I got called out for that once. I said, if you're a man, you're probably losing weight. And I did actually get ticked off for that. Quite rightly so, because it can't be just women that struggle with it. Karen's in the house. Karen, do you want to see my app? Now, Karen has been following me for, well, it's a year and a half. It's about 18 months now, right? Karen's in the carb ditch. Let's get her out the carb ditch. I'm assuming that's what she means. Look, get one of these apps. Count up your days. 161 I'm on. These are days that have passed. So that's the days completed. So I'm now on 161 days carnivore. I had to restart my seed oil free one. That was annoying. I'd had done 90 days, and then I went on a family vacation, had some burgers, and then when I ate them, I could just taste the seed oil on them. So I had to reset it back to 0. I'm now on day 125. I'll never let someone cook for me ever again unless they are a carnivore and they know what they're doing. So get a day counter. It's so reliable. But then again, my friend Karen, but then I do feel a bit sad though, Karen, because last year you did say to me, in summer 2023, you said to me, in 2024, you're going to look a lot different. And I thought, judging by my previous history and record, probably not. And I wasn't. I looked exactly the same in 2024 as I did in 2023. But I'm now 161 days on my last ever restart. And I believe in August 2025, I am going to look hot. So let's... Yes, the effing seed oil. I actually swore in one of my lives. Just watch the first couple of minutes of the one I did 2 days ago. I was having an argument with my hair. Shock. And I said something about my hair and swore. Yes, Karen thinks I'm going to look hot in August 2025. And I've never been slim. I've been slimmer, but I've never actually been what you would call slim, as a slim person. I've been, on the top end of normal weight, but never really what you would call someone that could go out and buy anything and it looked good. Never in my teenage years was I ever to be able to wear whatever I wanted. So I need to do that before I get too much older. And so I am. Karen's eating roast beef right now. Come on, girl. Though I will say, Karen, she's got an amazing body. Great figure. If I look anything like you, any time in my life, I'll be well happy. So Graham's saying mostly to get rid of mostly to get rid of high blood pressure meds, but the trick was losing the weight to enjoy the benefit. No more meds. It's over a year without the popping pills. Yes. See, that's if anyone's been watching my channel before, you'll know that I am trying to not end up like my mum. I don't want to dwell on that because we're trying to be cheerful here. But anything goes, really. I saw my mum popping just multiple pills, and then on Boxing Day, just seeing my in-laws in the state they're in. Love the NHS, love the doctors. Pills for this, pills for that, pills for this. On the 23rd, I was round their house. Did I mention this? I'm not even sure if I've even mentioned this. I didn't do a video that day because it put me in quite a bad mood. My eldest son and I had to go round there to pick them up off the floor. Mother-in-law's had another one of her TIAs. Granddad's managed to put her in the wheelchair. And all she could think about was the pills. Sarah, where are my pills? I need my pills. I haven't got my pills. Where are my pills? I saw my mum go through that as well. Though when she fell on the floor, it was more likely, where are the cigarettes? But her pills was, even on the last couple of days before she went into a coma for the very last time, I need my pills. I need my pills. And I'm thinking, I don't think you're going to need them where you're going, my lovely. I'm really sorry. I didn't say that to her. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Bad times. I don't want to end up like that. Died at 71. I don't want to end up like that. This is a health channel. I should be allowed to say that. So, yeah, staying off the pills. Yes, Graham, it was incredibly... I don't think I've processed what I went through with her. I wasn't carnivore at the point of her dying, but straight after the funeral, I was back on it. So I just thought, I moved in with her. And I was taking care of her. My kids were at home, wanted to know where mummy was. It was all a really horrific time. And at that time, I wasn't looking after myself. But straight after the funeral, back to carnivore again for another stretch. So, yeah, I don't want to end up like that. So I don't want to depress anyone anymore with that. I'm certainly not going to go into details of what happened during those couple of weeks because it was pretty bad. But it's nice to see Karen in the house. And I'm glad you've come in because I can now cheer myself up. If you're still here, are you still here, Karen? Because Karen's been, well, not necessarily encouraging me, but inspiring me to try. Go on, put it in the comment, Karen, if you know what I'm going to say. In January, on the 7th of January, I'm going for a trial period of something, right? Because for your inspiration and your daughter, and as it turns out, her partner as well, right? I'm never going to be as good as you, but let's just tell everyone what it is. I'm going for a trial of pole dancing classes. Your body looks better than it feels. Then you need to, yes, pole dance. But you can spin around a pole like nobody else. So I don't even really want to go. You guys have got to try and talk me into this. Because I booked it ages ago, thinking that my body might suddenly start losing a load of weight. As we know, it hasn't yet. Well, it's trickling down now, but it's a little bit too late now. And I've got to turn up to this trial session of pole dancing on January the 7th. And at the moment, I don't actually want to go. But it has cost me quite a lot of money to do pole dancing as a regular thing. It's not a cheap hobby. And if I'm going to keep doing Lion, I'm not going to keep doing it. So it is only a trial session. I know, but I can't lift myself up. Karen's just left me a comment to say, bigger girls than you take pole dancing classes. I know that. But the thing is, there's going to be a cost element because if I need to stay Lion, I need to not do pole dancing for the time being because it's about £15 per session. And to get really good at it, you probably need to go a couple of times a week. And I can't, and then I won't be able to afford to do my Lion diet. So I just need to build myself up to turn up to this session because have you seen what these pole dancers wear? I don't go out in public like that. So they'll be lucky if I even stop at this rate. I haven't reminded my family that I'm doing it. I'm hoping they've just forgotten. I think they have, because I may just bail out and not go at this rate. Because Karen, my friend Boom Boom Rock, suggests do an intro class. We must learn how to engage our lats. Oh, which muscle is that? That's what caused me to have so many problems getting back on the pole. It's nuts. You don't have to wear crazy outfits to pole. Just take one intro class. I think so. I did buy some short shorts to wear, but they don't fit. I don't think I'm even going to go. I think I'd rather just sit on the sofa, eat 2 ribeyes, and pretend I haven't even booked on the taster class. But now that I've reminded Karen of this, our entire back is basically our lats. I just found out. Okay, so I've got to work on my lats. Having said that, I do have a very slight weak muscle in my back. I'm hoping that I can sort that out. And judging by what you've just said, maybe the pole dancing will sort that out. Yeah. So if anyone's got any more questions or chatting, so yeah. Yes. What's quite funny is that I work in a nursery and they've got a pole attached to, they've got like a fireman's pole attached to a climbing frame. And the day after I signed up for the course, I went up to this pole and got hold of it and tried to just get myself off the ground. No chance. And I thought, what have I done? I've just signed up for a beginner class for something that I'm going to have to try and lift. I mean, I'm assuming on the first taster session, I don't actually have to lift my whole entire body girth off the floor. Is that right? It's just going to be basically watching and just twirling around a bit, right? Then you engage your lats and then pull down the pole. Are we still talking about pole dancing? Yeah, this is, yeah. I don't even know why I brought this up now, because you guys are going to be checking in on me. I was like glossing over it, hoping my family might forget. There's lots of little moves walking around the pole. Yes, no climbing at first. Thank God. Right, I'm going then. 7th of Jan, I'm going for my first ever beginner taster session of just walking around a pole. Okay, back to carnivore. Sorry, guys. If anyone did check out because they don't like pole dancing talk, I'm really sorry. But I haven't spoken to Karen for ages. Depends on the instructor. Well, I hope they're nice. But yeah, so moving forward, we're talking about resolutions. And I kind of guess that doing some new kind of activity like that forms part of resolutions. And that's part of this. If you've got any resolutions you want to put in the chat, if you are wanting to restart, that's, you know, I don't even have to read it out if you don't want me to. Like I said, my channel is not the carnivore police. I'm never going to promote cheating, but I'm not the carnivore police either. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm someone who messed about, got desperate, hit rock bottom, was done, and is now in, because going back is just, I just can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. So yeah, I'm going to do more lives. I need to find out how to do it with StreamYard. So when I finish this live today, I think maybe, unless anyone else pops in that I know is a regular viewer, I might call this quits at an hour. And then I might pop onto StreamYards and see if I can connect it up to my YouTube. Hopefully I will. It may already be connected, because when we did the live Halloween special with George Goodenough and Carl, it was going through my YouTube channel. So I'm thinking I'm going to have a look at that in a minute. Yeah, so new life plans, more YouTube. Oh, Karen, just so you know, the reason I'm panicking at the moment, or not really panicking as such, but if you're still here, just go to StreamYard. It's easy. Then it's set up, Sarah. Okay. Right, Graham. I'm going to do that in a minute. Also, Karen, the funny thing was, I'm panicking a little bit today, because this morning I declared to Kerry from Homestead How that I'm going to take part in his I'm going to go on his channel in about 6 months. It's more likely 7 months because I want to get to that one total year. I think it's going to be better to go on there on the 22nd of July, which is that one total year, because 11 months just doesn't sound as cool. But, and he said, absolutely. And then he said, let's see if I can show you this. He said, well done, Sarah. Open invite, 6 months. We are sharing your success on my channel. Let's go. Oh, panic time. So I appear to have to do 6 months, maybe 7 months of lying now. Because I really don't want to go on his channel at 12 months and say, well, you know, I haven't actually lost any weight as yet. I'm also doing pole dancing, but haven't actually quite managed to pull my way up the pole yet. But I'm sure at any moment I'm going to be a success story. Do you know what I mean? So I've just set myself up there for fun times ahead. Yes, it's funny, isn't it? So yeah, I'm gonna call this quits in a moment, unless somebody just suddenly turns up in the next couple of minutes. I do have some regular people who may just suddenly realize I'm live, and then I'll probably be on here for another. In case anyone panics, this is not any kind of energy drink. It's sparkling spring water from the country I live in. So there we go. I was drinking a very large can of sparkling water at the Home How event, and I thought that Kerry looked over, and I think for a moment he panicked. It might have been an energy drink, but it was sparkling water. Carnivore police everywhere, just surrounded by carnivores, including Dr. Kiltz. And I'm with a can, and they're thinking, what's she got in there? I hope there's no vodka in there. You know what I mean? It's just water, just water. Enjoy the afternoon. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for coming on, Graham. And hopefully, what's going to happen in a minute is I'm going to go on your channel and I'm going to put some of your videos in my watching box. That means tomorrow morning when I come down really early, because I wake up early as carnivores tend to do, I will sit and watch some of yours, and hopefully the algorithm will pick that up and I'll watch more of your channel. Awesome. You said I'm awesome. Well, I'm sure you are awesome too. And I'm going to watch your channel. And I am going to go through my subscriptions because I'm a little bit embarrassed that I don't know who you guys are, some of you. So I am going to check your channel out and all the other ones that are in there, because I'm sure there are some absolutely incredible channels. Talking of incredible channels, check out Carnivore Odyssey. She's a lady in, I think it's Australia or New Zealand. I'm really sorry. I'm not amazing on accents. I really apologize for that. But she does a lot of straight talking. She's going through a journey, a real journey. I mean, she does have more pounds to lose than I do, and she talks about how one hell of a journey it is, because it's not just eating meat and drinking water, is it? It's the whole mental journey. I think the carnivore diet is more a mental journey than anything else, because you have to go through the Christmas events, Thanksgiving, the birthday parties, the family vacations, the times when you want to binge and you're not allowed to. And it's a really strong, you have to really reinvent yourself. I've had to reinvent myself. I watched a video earlier this summer when I very first got started with a Dave Mack video with some guy called Anthony Faisy of the Lean 7 program. I rewatched that video many times because he talks about how you're going to have to upgrade. In some cases, kiss your old life goodbye to a certain extent. And that really hit home for me. And I just thought, yeah, if I want to be like the Kelly Hogans of the world and the Lisa Wiedemans of the world and those kind of people, I have to do what they do. I have to live like they live. I have to kiss my old ass goodbye, basically. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going around this circle. And in 20, at 20 years, I'm going to be the 20-year imperfect carnivore. No one wants to watch that. Yes, I found it 20 years ago. I'm still not quite there. No one wants to see that. Graham says true mental and people pressure journey. I tell you what day really hit hard. The 18th of December at work. I was really busy. It's chaos. All the children are a bit off the hook. you can say, because it's Christmas. And the opportunities for sugar just kept coming. Up until the 18th, it was all quite quiet. I'd been managing to avoid the staff room, managing to avoid the works Christmas dinner. But the 18th was, I really came home with the hump. Staff room, see what's in there. Oh, who's coming to the Christmas lunch? And it was constant all day long. The children I was looking after, that the canteen had made them some special Christmas biscuits, cookies. It was intense, and I came home feeling pretty grumpy. The 19th and 20th were okay, and then we had a couple of days of tidying up the house. And the Christmas Day horrible photo came along, and then just my mother-in-law saying, "You don't want a chocolate, you're doing that stupid no sugar thing." So that was all a bit of a mental battle, going around there not being fed properly, having to take our own food because they didn't provide anything, because they just bought 6 sausage rolls and 6 mince pies, and it was all a bit of a non-starter really. And then this email from Alia Wells asking me to go with Dr. Kiltz. Go and chat with Dr. Kiltz, which I would love to do had my journey been 10 years in the making, but it wasn't. So yeah, having to go through that, and then losing all our chickens, having to ride through the sadness of that. One of them actually was hatched and born in our own hallway, and she died in the same spot that we hatched. How I kept going through that, I just don't know, because the old Sarah would have said, to hell with it, let's get a takeaway, blah blah blah, let's go and eat something while we're waiting for the takeaway to be delivered, let's go and buy some chocolate. Well, I don't know how I got through it. It's only you guys in this channel that kept me going through that. I'm looking through the glass at you. I want to leap. I need a few more days. What a drug addict. It is an addiction. If you're struggling, watch Mitch from Old Guy Carnivore, his 30-day videos. Just 2 simple steps. Just eat meat like a boss, and don't weigh yourself. And don't think about anything else other than that. And don't think to day 31. Just think 30 days. And then you can reevaluate when you get to 31 days. That's how I did it. And then I ended up going to 60 days and didn't weigh myself until I got to 63 days, which is good because there was barely any bugger all weight loss to be seen. So I'm glad I did wait that long, because then by that point I was like, I'm invested now. I may as well keep going. Oh, Tanya's here. Oh, Tanya, you've probably just heard the story about the chickens again. You probably don't need to hear about that again, do you? We'll watch on replay tomorrow. Love your updates. You're so inspirational. I can't actually believe I'm inspirational, but some people seem to think I am. Love you, Tanya, and I can't wait to meet up in person. You don't live very far from me. Just had a meal. Going forward as I'm jumping lion with you. Well, come on. It is doable, but it is a mental game. You've got to have a good why. You've got to have a strong why. So Karen's made it 90 days before. It's like a movie I once watched. I was never more emotionally stable. Yep. I don't know whether I'm emotionally stable, though. I obviously am, because I've had to ride out some stuff which actually didn't make me feel like I was emotionally stable in the moment. But because I didn't turn to sugar, I was able to come back out of it again, if you see what I mean. So it's not like carnivores can't cry or can't go through difficult times. But if we manage to just not have the sugar in that moment, we then come back out of it and bounce back. And then the sun comes out again. Not really, because I'm in the UK, but metaphorically speaking, the sun comes out again. And Tanya, before you go, I know you're going to go jump, because I know you're going swimming in a minute, aren't you? Because I remembered that. On my birthday, I'm doing a later one. So on the 5th, Sunday the 5th, I don't know whether you're around, but I'm going to do a live around 5 p.m. Sunday the 5th. I don't know if you're swimming that day, possibly, but that's when I'm doing it. And Tanya's going to need me for support. Right. So Tanya's going to do lion with me and needs me for support. Right. Well, I need to do it, because you might have missed in the beginning of this, Tanya. You don't know this yet, but I've been in contact with Kerry from Homestead How, who wants to interview me in 6 months with my success story. So I have to do lying now, whether I like it or not. So I'm going to be leaning on you for support to keep me going doing that, because I've never done more than about, I don't know what my longest stretch of lying is. Last summer, back August 23, I did it enough to get me down to 10 pounds less than what I am now. And then I stopped. So I need to get that back again. I need to feel that place again. So yes, we're going to support each other. I know it's about 5 p.m. I know that you probably going swimming that day, but that's my birthday, my 39th, I wish, my 49th birthday. And like I said, I want to be banging for my 50th birthday. That's the goal. I need to get going now. And lion diet's my best chance, I think. So I love how my cheeks look more pink in this. Something about being in the car that filters me. It's not on purpose. It just seems to filter me. You can see my age more in this one. But that's just... we can't hold it back forever, can we? Oh, so she's going to swim in the morning and be with me. Right, we're going to support each other. I'm still going to be lying. I've been to the butcher this morning. I've bought loads of grass-fed beef mince. Didn't know it was grass-fed till after I paid for it. I just thought I'm going to ask. I wasn't trying to be, you know, a snob or anything like that. I just thought I'm just going to ask just out of pure curiosity. It doesn't bother me. I'm like Ken Berry. Eat what meat you can afford and what you like. If she said it wasn't grass-fed, I still would have bought it. But when she said, yes, all of our minced beef that we sell here is all grass-fed, raised in England, slaughtered in England, grass-fed, I just thought, this is brilliant. I can just about afford it. It works out a lot cheaper than buying the ribeyes from the supermarket, and it's a bit more money than the supermarket beef, but enough money more that I think it's worth it. And it tastes incredible. It's so fatty. So I'm going to be eating mostly that, and I need to understand that is my food. I can't keep buying the supermarket ribeyes. Maybe I will on the weekend, but I need to understand that I'm going to be eating grass-fed beef mince, burger patties made by myself as my food for as long as I possibly can. I may take off 1 day or 2 days as a mixed, but it needs to go straight back to lion, keep back to lion, and then we will see. We will see if I can actually you can't afford the butcher, too expensive for me. I do online meat supermarkets, not too bad. Yeah, I say I can afford to do it. Let's see how that materializes in the real world. But it's possible that I could mix up some supermarket beef in with it. So when I go in there and buy a huge bag of their beef mince, if I put like 2/3 of a pound of their beef in there and then pad it out with a bit of just cheap, nasty supermarket beef in there, see if that can bring the price down a little bit. But I just need to do lion. I have to do it for as long as possible to get myself to that place I was back in the summer 2023, when I actually was £10 less than what I am now, or £10 less than what I was when I broke up from work, you know. So I haven't been weighing in the last few days. No idea where I am, but tomorrow or the next day I will resume weighing. And then I'm making a little 21-day lion diet thing. I think you'll enjoy that. I'm putting quite a lot of work into it, so I'm hoping people do watch it. More work's going into that than anything else I've done, because I'm doing a little snippets of videos updating, a bit like a Dante from For Igno Freedom one, but it's only 21 days and it's maybe 10 or 12 out of the days I'm making a little video, putting them all together and doing a 21 day, and it's just gonna show my little journey and the start weight and the end date. Don't weigh yourself, Tanya. Don't weigh yourself, because I know that you struggle with weighing even more than I do. Not that you don't lose weight. You've got, you haven't got a weight problem, but you may have a scale problem. And I'm panicking. When you said you might weigh on the 2nd, I thought to myself, are you sure that's the right thing to do? Because I'm then worried that you're then going to keep weighing, and you've broken the habit, and I think it's best not to. I think just carry on not weighing. Carry on. I try to weigh as little as I can get away with. And if I do stop lying, I'm just going to stop weighing, because it's just upsetting. Anyway, you said that you don't really have a significant weight problem, so it's probably best not to. If I were you, you can if you want. Obviously, we're all over the age of 18. If you want to start weighing again, but I don't think it'll end well for you, and I'm worried about that for you. I shouldn't be weighing. I don't know why I bother. The scales hate me. But we're at the hour now. I think it's probably time to go. I'm glad you popped in, Tanya. I'm so glad you popped in. Hopefully you'll get a chance to watch it back from the beginning. You said it's an addiction. Maybe you're right. Stay away. Yeah. You quit carnivore 3 years ago because you gained weight. Is it entirely possible that you needed to gain weight, though? Because some people that gain weight on carnivore did need to. Fortunately, I've never gained weight on carnivore. Thank goodness for that. F the scales at Samoka. This is good. This means you guys can see your because I can see that Tanya's put thank you, Karen. So you guys can see the chat, right? I just can't put it on the screen. So you can chat with each other if you want. That's cool. So you guys can see the chat, which is what I was really wanting to know. Maybe we could talk privately on what your height and weight are. There's no way you're going to want to put it on here, but I'm saying, you know, you look pretty amazing. So I wouldn't worry about it. I just wouldn't get on the scales if I were you. But anyway, I've done my hour. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And before I go, I just want to say that on the 2nd, I've got a live with Carl, George, and Dawn from Wrestling Witchface to do. There may be others joining in with that. We don't know yet. Watch this space. And then I'm going to do my interview with Christy from Meeting Wellness on the 4th. That's if she's remembered. It's months ago that we arranged to do this, so she may have forgotten, but I'll send her an email later. And then on the 5th, about 5 p.m, I'm going to tell my family they've got to sort their own food out that day, and I'm going to go and hijack my son's bedroom and do a 1-hour birthday live special, and they can do their own dinner, and I think that's only fair. So I'm going to sign out now from the live stream. Hopefully this will save and it can be watched back. Oh, Karen's back. Tanya, maybe you gained some good collagen. It takes a while to sort it out. Stay the course. I'm amazed by our friend Sarah. I'm home to make a video about pole intro right after this. Oh yeah, Tanya, you missed the bit where I said I was going on a pole dancing beginner session in January. I know. Mental I am. What is she going to do next? You never know. I think this is why you tune in, because you just never know what I'm going to say or do next. And I will look out for your... Why did I pay £15 to go to a course when you could just make me a video? I'm just going to go out and be cold and humiliate myself instead. Okay, I'm going to stop this now because we're mostly not talking about carnivore now. We're mostly just talking. Yeah, she tunes in because I'm mad. And Sylvia's still here. Have you been here the whole time? I love you guys. And it's because of you guys that I'm still here. And yeah, talk about it. Please talk about it. And I will see you guys soon. And thank you so much, Karen, for still being around. And Tanya, you guys have been with me for a long time, just waiting for me to be successful. I'm not going to let you down. I promise you. I'm going to sign out now. Okay, so ending the stream now. I will see you all soon. And I'll see you on the replay tomorrow, Tanya. Okay, take care. See you soon. Bye.